Alright, it is Monday, and I finally remembered to take my clothes out of the dryer. I was really tired last night, and I completely forgot to take them out of the dryer. Normally, I take them out way ahead of time, probably because I was really busy with the lawnmower. And as you see, I'm putting my underwear in. I like to rotate my underwear, kind of like work, and then put the new ones on the bottom. And look at that. Beautiful. And put the socks in there as well. My grandma reminded me to put this in there, and then
let's get after it.
After that, I went to training. As you see, I'm doing upper body work and doing preacher curls, one of my favorites. And like I said, this is the last set, and then we jump right into planks. So I was doing 45 seconds. With planks, you want to do 45 to 60 seconds. And then obviously I rest a minute, minute and a half. On these, I did incline bench. I try to do about 50 for 8 repetitions or 6 repetitions. Now we're on to dead bugs, one of the hardest core movements. I did about 10 each side or 12 each side. Then on the front rows, and that's training, and on to the garage. Alright, it's Monday. We are back into the garage, and ladies and gentlemen, my oil filter for this red mower showed up today. So what we're going to do here is a basic oil change, since that's all the red mower needs. Probably going to do all this off camera, but I think on this mower, I was thinking about this overnight. I'm thinking that this engine probably needs a new gasket. As you can see, there's a lot of oil there. And so we look onto the other side. Yeah, it's a little dirty. So I think it needs a new gasket. So probably going to take the engine apart, put a new gasket on it. And probably going to put a new gasket on here as well. But today, I'm probably going to take the carburetor off and put in a bowl of gas and clean it. So I might as well clean that as well. But another thing I want to do today, power wash the engine to get it all nice and shiny before I take it apart and clean it. But that's what we're up to, because I have work the next 5 days. So probably do that tomorrow, but today we're going to do something easy, and that's an oil change on this beauty. And yeah, let's get after it. Alright, that's probably the best spot I could put you guys. So like I said, it's really nice outside. So another thing I want to try to do today is see if I can get the yard mode. But first, we gotta get the oil change on it. So we're gonna let it run for a minute or so and try to get it going. Gotta let it wake up a little bit, you know. Looks like we're not seeing any leaks. So that's a good thing on this. I'm probably going down. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool for about a couple minutes, and then we'll drain the oil out. What I'm going to drain out with, it say it comes with a tube. I got this. So this is a fullable funnel. I've heard Garage Gear uses this for all the stuff in his garage to drain gas and all that stuff. So, and it's a very useful tool. So I'm going to use that to drain the oil, but we're going to let this cool for a little bit. Alright, so time to drain the oil. So obviously we're going to go ahead and, I don't have any gloves unfortunately, but we're going to make it work. As you can see, I got my fullable funnel, I got a catch pan down here. So all we're going to do is we're going to take it out, and I think we turn it sideways and then pull it. So there we go. Oh yeah, it's draining. Look at how dark the oil is. Hold on. Look at how dark that oil is. I think I was definitely due for an oil change. And look at this fullable funnel, guys. Look how easy it's making my job. Most videos it said to get a tube, but I got this. I was like, I need to have this in my garage. And yeah, so we're gonna let this drain, and then maybe while that's draining, we're gonna go ahead and put the oil filter on as well. So let's get after it. Never mind. I'm gonna wait for this oil to drain, so then I have this catch. But as you can see, that's why I recommend to let your engine run for about a minute or two to let the oil cycle into the engine, so then it flows out a lot smoother. But still drain. Probably gonna take a little bit, but we're gonna use this to drain the oil on the oil filter on the other side just to be safe. I was gonna pack it up with paper towels on this side over here, and because that's where the oil filter is. Probably going to go ahead and put a new fuel filter on here as well, because it looks a little dirty. So I'm probably going to go ahead and put another one on. So also going to drain the gas out of this as well. I put fresh gas in so I can put it in that bin so I can clean the carburetor on that. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to get this oil filter on. As you see, I put some paper towels here. I already got the cap back on the other side, let the oil drain out. Took about 10-15 minutes or so. And now we're going to get this off and we're going to put the new one on. So here we go. We're going to make a big mess. So that's why I got some things on hand. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that's why you guys can see, let me get you. You can see why I put some paper towels here, because you can see you're gonna make, so now we're gonna put the new one on. Well, we're probably gonna clean this out first, and then we're gonna put the new one on. All right, so now the next thing we're gonna do is really go ahead, put the new one on. I'm gonna seal it up with the used oil down here first. Well, first I'm gonna write the day on this, so then I know when's the last time I changed the oil. Today's the 13th, so we're gonna go ahead and date it. Here we go. Today's the 13th, so we're gonna put this on. Now, what I'm gonna do first is use some used oil. I don't have any gloves right now, so probably a bad idea. So we're gonna seal it up, and now we're gonna install it. Hand tighten. That's all you need. You don't need to make it ridiculously tight. So we're gonna try to do that. That's all you need, so then it'll be easier to tighten it up. So tighten it up a little more. And that's it. So then the date's facing up top. So we're good on that. Now, the best part. All right, now the best part is to put some oil in. So I can use my pullable funnel, but I got a funnel right here. What I like to do, this is the oil I use. This is the oil I used in all the engines in here, like for my green mower, the push mower. I use this oil. It's SA30 for all these. It works really good for warmer temperatures. And for the snow blowers, I use 5W30. That's what it says on the snow blower. So, but we're gonna use this. What I like to do on these particular engines is I count to 5 seconds for this, so then I don't have to worry about putting in too much oil. So I think this is 48 ounces. Let me look here. Yeah, 48 ounces. That's around 5 seconds of filling, so you're probably good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. We're going to put about 5 seconds. And it looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to fire this up and see what happens. Another thing I forgot. Right now I am currently draining all the gas out to put in there, so then I can use it to clean the carburetor for that one. So we're going to drain the gas out. Probably put a new fuel filter on here as well. As we can see, it looks a little dirty. So probably going to go ahead and put the one that I have over here to try to get rid of it. It's a little bigger one, but I think it'll work for now. This is what we have. So this might work for now. So that's what we're going to go with. Sorry, I forgot to film it, but I did drain all the gas out, so we're going to have to get new gas, which I have over there. And I went ahead and put a new fuel filter on as well. The one that we have laying around, because this one's already dirty, so I went ahead and put the one that we already have on there. So it's on there, and I think we'll be ready to fire her up finally. But we got to put gas in it first. All right, now, for the moment we've been waiting for, I've been waiting for, let's fire this up and let it run for a little bit and check the oil after about 5 minutes. Gotta wake it up a little bit. Looks like no leaks so far, so I think we're good to go. We're gonna let it run for a couple minutes, let the oil cycle through, and then we're gonna check it. Look at her run, ladies and gentlemen. Man, she looks good. All right, here's our push mower. So as you saw, I let it run for about a minute. This was a pain to get running, so I was going to show you out there, but as you see, we got the red mower out here. If you're having trouble trying to get these started, what I like to do is, I don't know if I can do this, but tilt the carburetor, or tilt the mower on its side where the carburetor is. Prime the button while you're doing it, and then you should be able to get it going, but we're not going to run inside. I let it run out there for about a minute or so. But we're going to do an oil change on this as well. Maybe put some new gas in. But, yeah, this is on the dirty air filter. But I promise, guys, we're getting a new one for it. This is the nicest day we have right now because it's going to rain. It's going to rain all week. So, we're going to get it mowing. This is the best day. So, let's get the oil change on it. All right, so now it's time to get the oil out of this thing and get it going. But I need, you guys are over there, but it's really windy out here, so hope that doesn't fall over. I need 2 hands for this. So what we're gonna do is, the drain plug is right here. So we're gonna get this out of here and we're gonna dump the oil. You can see, I think this thing is due for an oil change as well. So let's go ahead and get the oil out of here. Again, I need 2 hands for this. I think you go right in here. Be able to dump it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we're gonna dip this back over. These are hard to change the oil on because you gotta tip it over on its side. So, but we're gonna clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Be careful. All right, we have a triangle catch pan, so gotta be a little careful. Definitely gonna clean out that little oil, and then we're gonna put some new oil in it. All right, I got a funnel in the hole. So what we're gonna do? I'm going to do the same procedures, add about 3 to 5 seconds of oil. Add that, we should be good to go. That's good enough. The reason why I do that is because I'm afraid of leaks. So that's why I did that. And these are smaller engines, so that's why I did that. We're going to let it drain. I'm also going to put new gas in this as well. So now that we're going to let it run for a little bit, check the dipstick and see where that puts us. Oh, still leaking oil. That's okay. Just gonna let it drain, and then we'll be good to go. I think we're good to go, but we're gonna let it run first. I think we'll be okay with the gas that we have in it right now, but hopefully this doesn't cause us to leak. So we're gonna go outside and let it run. I also put some new gas in this thing, so here we go for the, probably should clean, we'll clean up real quick. All right, time for the moment of truth. So like I said, it's gonna be hard to try to do this with one hand, but we're gonna tilt it. I'm gonna put my feet over here. It's gonna be hard to try to do this with one hand. We're gonna tilt it. We're gonna prime it a few times. And now, moment of truth. Hold on one second. I just ate some lunch, and now it's time to go mow the lawn. Now, what I like to do is, I'll tell you guys how I do it. So what I like to do is I like to use a push mower and mow. I could do this with a rider, but I tend to get around here because sometimes with a lawnmower it's hard to get all that stuff. I usually do around here as well. Just show you some examples. Like around there, I use a push mower. I use a push mower through here as well because sometimes it's hard to get all that with a lawnmower. So it's really beneficial to have a push mower. There's Jay. It's really beneficial to have a push mower in case you can't get any spaces with the regular lawnmower that you have. It's really good to have a push mower on hand, so we're gonna get mowing. I like to listen to music as well. You can see it's a really nice day outside. Unfortunately, the rest of the week it's gonna be raining, so, and I work 5 days in a row, so, which sucks. But I usually tend to do a little last minute inspection before I mow it, so probably gonna have to rake all this to over there somewhere. And yeah, time to get some up. All right, just finished mowing with the push mower. It was a great success. The only thing that needs is this has wobbly tires, so especially most of these, but most of them look pretty good. I think it's when it's sitting around they tend to wobble. Like this one is wobbling a little bit, but I think after that it's good. What I normally do is I take a little break because it's a little bit of cardio pushing this thing around, and then we'll hop on this, which based on what I'm seeing, there's still no leaks, so that's a good thing. We are getting fuel to the carburetor, so really good thing. That's the fuel filter that we got at O'Reilly, all the parts, so it works good. And yeah, let's hop on the rider and get it going. It was sprinkling just a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. And then I'm gonna try to pull the carburetor out of here and throw it in that tank of gas that I got it filled out, because I did dump the gas out of these two mowers and put it in there. we'll probably clean a couple other things overnight. But maybe after that, the plan is to power wash the engine. So we're going to try to get that work. We got a quick connector on. So all we got to do is just get it connected and power wash this thing. So, and then we'll be good to go. All right, ladies and gents, the lawn is completely finished. We have no leaks on the lawnmower, so very, very successful. You can see the lawn. Looks really good. I did make one mistake though, and I forgot to sharpen the blades. I'll sharpen them off camera, but all you gotta do, I've said it before, I take the deck off of this. Like you see here, you got some cotton pins. You got these bolts up there, and I think there's one up there you gotta pull the rope off. And that cotton pin right there. That one in front of the deck, so it's pretty simple. I usually just pull it out and clean the blades, but we have the other blades right there, so I'm probably gonna throw those on. But we have mulch blades on right now, so I'm probably going to put them on the first time. And normally when I do this, this is really fucked up, but I'm gonna fix this. I tend to have it up on a higher deck setting the first time, and then once I get down here, I normally go to around 4 or 5. It really depends, but I usually have it on the lowest setting. As you can see, it's fucked. This is fucked up. So that's another fix. It's pretty easy. I think we gotta push that in. So gonna have to figure out how to do that, but we'll be good to go. But normally when I'm done mowing, air compressor, turn her on, let it air up for about a couple minutes, and then we'll get to cleaning. All right, just got the deck cleaned off, and as you can see, it looks a lot better. So I did clean some of it as well with compressed air. So she looks really shiny, looks really good. Obviously not the best, it's a little dirty, but I think we're probably gonna pressure wash it as well. But we need to figure out how to get the pressure washer to work. It's in the garage right now, but I usually push this in the garage. But the next thing we're gonna do is try to tackle this one. And yeah, let's see if we get this carburetor off of here. That's the next thing we're gonna do. All right, now you guys can see how moldy this carburetor is. But I did get this off, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect these things that hook up to the carburetor, that hook up to there. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And then, like I said, I got a bucket of gas there. We're gonna put that in there overnight and hopefully it cleans up good. And I think next thing we're gonna do is probably power wash the engine, but we need to get the power washer to work, or we need to get the hose to work on the quick connector, like I said. But let's get this off. All right, getting closer to getting the carburetor off. I just need to figure out how to get this fuel line off. I think if I twist it, it'll come right off. Oh, it's coming off. Ah, got it off. Look how moldy that is. So, all right, we got it off. I think the next thing we're gonna do is into that bucket in there. And yeah, probably power wash the engine, but we need to get the hose to work. But we got this off. Kind of messed up taking one of these off, so I think it goes into there, but should be an easy fix. But for now, in she goes. Here we go. We're gonna let it sit overnight and see if she works. We'll probably, this is a little dirty as well. We'll probably dump it in there as well. My grandpa, there we go, dump it in there. You can see it's already getting better, so probably gonna let it sit overnight. I probably need to take the bowl off and then it'll be better. But my grandpa used to do this. He used to put rotten tools in there, so I think he used to put carburetors in there too. But we're gonna let it sit. Probably should have taken the bowl off to let it clean up better, but let's do that real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got some sad news. So can't find a quick connector to power wash this thing. So because I really want to power wash the whole engine before I take it apart. So, or at least take the bottom of it off to clean the gasket, because I think we need a new gasket and a new seal. So the power wash thing has been postponed for a little bit. My mom's gonna order a new one. But what we can do is we could probably sharpen the blades on these two and put those blades. I think those came off this mower. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure those came off that. So we'll put them on and see how it goes. And yeah, there's a spare blade. So I think it's those two blades. So probably gonna throw them on the mower. We can't mow again because we just mowed. And yeah, but like I said, normally I take the deck off of this, lift it up, take the blades off like that. So let's go ahead. We're going to do that tomorrow because I work till 11. So that's what we're going to do. I'm done for today as far as the garage work. That's probably going to do it. And I'll catch you all tomorrow when I probably clean the blades. And check the gas as well on the carburetor because it's been sitting in there overnight. It's probably going to stay overnight as well. So, yeah.